as long as I know that there's people out there that are getting wrong information, bad information, information that is keeping them stuck in their lives, then I got something to say about it.
We help people from start to finish. We'll help them in every aspect of the transaction.
But going out there on the streets and helping these people day in, day out to do these deals, to make them millions of dollars, to retire their families, to change lives, that was fun. That was inspiring. That was something to live for.
You are the guy, as far as I'm concerned, because you have really turned my life around and made me real wealthy.
We've had an ad in the Houston Chronicle, in the Dallas Morning News that says retire in 5 years or less. People think it's not real. Go call the Better Business Bureau. There's no complaints because it is real.
Lifestyles Unlimited, the real estate investor and mentor group, began back in 1990 in Houston, Texas. It all started when Dale Walmsley, a self-made millionaire at the age of 34 due to real estate investments, attended a seminar, which turned from good to bad and then to absolutely wonderful. The key moment is when Dale latched on to one special theory.
He had this thing called the elephant in the mouse. He said, you know, there's all these people out there that know how to do real estate but don't have any money, that have the time but don't have any money, have the time and knowledge but no credit. There's people out there that have credit, there's people out there that have money, there's people out there that have other resources but they can't get off their job to do it, or they don't know how to do it, or they're afraid to do it. He said, you know, the elephant in the mouse theory is that the weak help the strong and the strong help the weak, and in this cohesiveness here, this symbiotic relationship, comes out something much better than what either one of them could produce by themselves.
Dale Walmsley was so inspired that during a break he approached the speaker to share his idea about providing his services to help others achieve their goals in real estate investing. A mentor program, so to speak.
He goes, sir, we don't need any help. I said, but it will help you sell your program. He goes, we don't need help selling our program. Sir, if you don't stop, we're going to have to ask you to leave. And I said, you know, buddy, you don't have to ask me to leave. I'm going to leave anyway because you're fake. And the guy made one major mistake while all this was going on. He had forgotten to turn off his lapel mic, and this was going out to the entire 400-person audience. And when I walked out into the hall, 200 people followed me out and said, you've actually done this? And I said, yes. He said, will you help me? And I said, look, I'd love to help any of you. And that's how Lifestyle started, right there in that hotel, that day, that place. And from that point on, we've grown from what was that day probably 40 members to now over 7,000 people. Keeping in mind always and never forgetting that if you help enough other people get what they want, you can have anything you want.
And giving back is exactly what Lifestyles Unlimited is all about. With main offices in Houston and Dallas and over 50 mentors helping lifestyle members grab financial freedom through real estate investing throughout the state of Texas. Dale Walmsley and his team of mentors have been so successful teaching their program with seminars, case studies, as well as road trips, they now have a popular radio show.
But remember always, we're not doing this for the money. We're doing it for the lifestyle.
What makes Lifestyles Unlimited so successful is this is the only real estate program that helps you from start to finish on purchasing property through the location, evaluation, negotiation, closing, and management of everything from single-family houses to apartment complexes. Experts in every field of the real estate business. It's a powerful mentor program, a program that is changing lives.
Saved my marriage. It saved my health. Believe it or not, I was working in the health club industry and wasn't exercising because I was working 12 hours a day. I wanted the heck out of there by the end of the day. And what I had done is I'd followed the path that everybody else was following. And if it had not been for Lifestyles Unlimited and the concepts that Dell is teaching, I'd probably still be at that job miserable. I remember sitting with my head in my hands going, I've placed first place in a national contest. They cut my pay by $20,000. I worked 60 hours a week. They cut my pay by $20,000. I did everything that I was told to do and did not get the results that I wanted. I knew I needed a different map, and I got it when I got here.
Lifestyles Unlimited changed Stephen Davis's life so much he is now a mentor as well as vice president for Lifestyles, which means he is now making a difference helping others.
About a year ago, a lady came in and her husband. He was a very fun A-type personality, but he was really depressed. I mean, literally depressed. He joined up and he bought a 16-unit apartment. His wife came in to me and sat down in my office without an appointment. She just showed up and sat down and goes, "You saved my husband's life." She said that he was so upset about his job and so unhappy that he had literally thought about killing himself. That's how bad it was. And that now he wakes up in the morning whistling. He goes, takes care of his 16 little tenants. You know, it's not a giant apartment complex, but it's all he needed. It's his, he runs it, he bought his life back from corporate America and his life changed.
It's the mentors that make it easy when you're a member of Lifestyles Unlimited, because the mentors guide you every step of the way.
We help people from start to finish. We'll help them in every aspect of the transaction. We'll help them find the deal. They can call us at any time with questions that they have 24/7, literally. They're in contact with us. We'll take them out to the properties, we'll take them through the properties, and through this experience that we have, we're able to get them through the process.
It's the difference. It's the difference in you being able to progress and proceed with your investment strategy versus being just another person that's out there that's got a set of books and tape, or taking a seminar and not being able to progress forward because the fear holds you back.
And so when I work with the members and they say, well, why should I buy this deal? Or you don't know what you're talking about, I could say, yes, I do. I've been there, I've done that. I've owned 62 units. I've owned the deal just like the one I'm recommending you move on. And I know the issues that they face.
We've come up with paths that people can take right out of the box. They don't have to spend years studying it like we did. They can just take the map that we've got, go execute it, and get the results that they want in short periods of time.
You need your team. You can't do it without the team. It'd be like being a pitcher practicing and going out and playing baseball without the rest of your team. You can't do it. So although you have this information, you can't take action on it unless you have the services that you need, the attorneys, the CPAs, the brokers, the real estate agents, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, the vendors, the contractors. If you don't have all that, if you don't have those services, you can't play. You need a team.
The Lifestyles Unlimited team has been so successful in mentoring members that thousands have built up wealth and passive income.
I have a total of 9 apartment complexes now, and I'm in negotiation to buy 5 or 6 more. The total revenues of the complexes that I have now is probably $1.3 million a month. And then with the new additional complexes, it'll probably be $2 million a month in gross income.
I joined Lifestyles back in 1996 when I was 26 years old. I was looking for a mentoring-based program where I could learn how to do real estate correctly. Right now I have 31 houses and 2 apartment complexes, a total of 57 units, and we're making about $9,000 a month cash flow on those properties.
Those properties are obtainable through the help of the Lifestyles Unlimited mentors. These mentors are all successful real estate investors. They've been down the road you want to travel.
With the support that we provide our members is unbelievable. The people are in your town. They own real estate in your town. When you're sitting down with a mentor in an office in your town and he owns 10, 15, 20, sometimes 400 units right in the town where you live, it's different than when you've bought a set of books and CDs or you've got some 1-800 number to some guy in Florida or California. The support system that Lifestyles Unlimited provides its members is phenomenal.
Back in 1990 in Houston, Texas, Del Walmsley, who made his fortune in real estate investing, began Lifestyles Unlimited, a real estate mentor program. With offices in Houston and Dallas, Texas, Lifestyles Unlimited has been committed in helping thousands of its members achieve wealth and passive income throughout not only the state of Texas, but around the world. Now it's your turn. Call today to reserve your seat for a free introductory workshop. It's the first step before the all-important 2-day seminar.